Good morning, guys, from Central Minnesota Firewood. Just like the title says, I am starting a firewood business. I don't currently have one. My thought process, we put in a wood stove in the house last fall. Getting to think about it, I thought I could sell a little bit of firewood, maybe make a little bit of extra cash. And in the meantime, just kind of document how everything goes. What I got here is a couple of mixed hardwoods. It's mostly ash. Back there I got a little tiny bit of oak started. I don't have much inventory now. Most of it's just a little bit of dry wood that we had that I've been burning for myself. But the plan is to try and get somewhere between 30 and 40 cords put up so that I do have some stuff that I can sell this fall. What I have to do now, there I have a small stack, which I figure is about a cord's worth of ironwood logs that I'd cut down from my property back here, loaded with ironwoods. In my area of Minnesota here, ironwood, the highest value BTU wood that we have. Obviously oak is great. We got a lot of oak, a lot of maple, but what we have the most of is ash. That's mostly going to be what I end up with. But I am going to make a roadside stand, put it at the end of the driveway, I believe, and possibly be able to get one more location. But with that said, I'm going to get at that stack of ironwood. Okay, so let's get into the business aspect of this, and probably the reason why you clicked on this video with the title being starting a business for $300. That Pull & Pro 5020 cost me $235, I believe. I could be wrong, but I know it was less than $250. And then where I bought it from, Menards, a big box store, a lot of times they run 11% back or 11% rebate. So $250, 11%, it's another $22, $230, give or take. And then my Fisker's splitting axe cost me about $70. So $225 for the saw, $70, less than $300, $235 for the saw, $70 for the axe, $305, let's just call it $300. Now that said, that Pull & Pro 5020 is not the saw that I would have purchased had I known that I would want to sell some firewood. I would have definitely bought more of a pro type saw, Husqvarna 372, something along those lines. Eventually I will get a more of a commercial grade or a pro chainsaw. Right now I'm just making this work, or I'm going to run that saw until it won't run anymore. I fully expect myself to wear that chainsaw out in not too long of a time. I think that saw is fine if you're just a homeowner, if you're going to cut a cord or two of wood every year, but if you're going to cut 20, 30, 40 cords or more a year, that is definitely not a saw that I would recommend. It's underpowered for a 50cc chainsaw, at least in my opinion. I also have my eyes out for a splitter. I have run into a couple of them that I would have bought, but they sold before I could get to them, used ones. I've been looking at the County Line 25 ton and the County Line 40 ton. Those two splitters I would purchase brand new, but I'm trying to keep my costs down, and I will reinvest back in the business once I start to sell a little bit of wood. If I start to sell a little bit of wood. I think that splitting axe would be all I would need in order for me to heat our home. This year is a terrible year to judge for a first year as far as how much wood that I'm going to burn. Normally our temps in December, January, February are 20 degrees and less. a lot of times we're 10, 15, 20 below zero. This year I think that we've had 2 nights below zero, and we've been above freezing more than we've been below freezing. So I'm burning a face cord a month, give or take. So I think on a normal year I'll burn between 5 and 6 cords, and 5 or 6 cords with that splitting axe. That's not even really that much work. Right now this is 100% an experiment and a way to just maybe put a little bit of extra cash in my pocket. Well, alright, I just ran out of gas. I'm sure some of you are probably wondering why I'm even messing with such small logs. Ironwood is an understory tree and they don't get very big. Like a 12-inch diameter ironwood is massive. They don't grow very tall, they don't grow very big, and then they die, and it takes them forever to get to that size. And I have heard that they put a chemical down into the soil that slows the growth around everything else. So it's not good for your other wood. I have no idea if that's true or not, it's just what I've heard. All I do know is ironwood's a great high quality wood. It's what I got here, and I would like to clean those out. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna refuel the saw. My battery's about dead, so I gotta get that charged up. I'm a high school football coach in the fall, and my full-time job is I build kitchen cabinets and other woodworking projects. That's my main gig. So what I was thinking is I could schedule a little bit lighter for the business, be able to still focus on football, and if I could sell a little bit of firewood, and I can still do my football coaching, my cabinet building, and then make a few firewood deliveries here and there. We'll see how that works. That's my plan right now. Well, that's it. One tank through the Poland Pro 5020. I was hoping to get cut through that whole pile, but I didn't think that I would. Just a couple more cuts that have been through there. I got to get back to my real job now, build some cabinet drawers. See you later.